boys and girls. Welcome to Kids Time on Channel 9. And I'm Bobby Droback. And today we're going to talk about sports memorabilia. You know what memorabilia is? Let me ask Roscoe. I bet he doesn't know what memorabilia is. Roscoe, you know what memorabilia is?
Sounds like it's edible, Bobby.
No, 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 no.
How many arms does it have?
No, no, no. What does that mean?
Memorabilia?
Things to remember, memory.
Memory?
Things to remember.
What's that?
That means that you might want to save things that you want to remember or to remind you of something else.
Oh.
And do you know what kind of memorabilia we're going to have today?
Let me see. About roosters?
No, no.
About
He's
chicken?
so silly. No.
About picture frames?
No, Roscoe.
Okay, Bobby. I'm just playing dumb.
You know it's about sports and mostly baseball. And we have our old friends with us today. We have Stacey Ward. Hi, Stacey.
Hey, Bobby.
She has number 6 on her back.
Why?
This is Wally Backman's jersey, a former player for the New York Mets.
That's really his jersey?
It's really his jersey.
And that's memorabilia?
Yes, it is.
Because that means a lot to you, because that was his jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually his shirt.
It sure is. I took the shirt off his back.
Can you believe that, boys and girls? Can you believe that? We have with us Logan Ward. Hi, Logan.
Hello, Bobby.
How are you doing today?
Doing fine.
See, you have your name tag on.
Yeah, sure do.
Logan Ward. And you got on, look what he has on, Roscoe. Minnesota Twins.
Number 32.
Who is number 32?
It was Gary Ward when he played for the Twins back in 1981.
Is he a relative of yours?
No.
It's the same last name.
Yeah, that's why I got it, because it has the same last name.
I saw you had Ward on your back. Then we have with us too Bob Sanders. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
And you've got
Hi.
Memphis. Look, Bob has on your favorite team.
Southern League champions.
That's
yes,
right.
Memphis Chicks. Roscoe goes to the games all the time.
Yeah. I sit in the handicap section.
He just sits where he wants to sit. He's a really big fan. He loves baseball, but he loves the Chicks most of all, I think. Almost.
Yeah.
Is that true, Roscoe?
Yes, yes. That and the Tidewater Tides.
Who's that?
They're the farm team of the New York Mets.
You boys and girls, you know all about this that I don't know, and they all know. I bet a lot of you do. And you know, at the library we have a lot on collecting all kinds of things, but we have many, many, many books on collecting baseball cards. And all of you collect baseball cards too, don't you?
Right.
And look at all of these things. Roscoe, look at everything.
Bobby, look. There's a little man here right here. Look at him. See him?
Look at that little man. Who is that little man?
Talk to me.
Let me see him.
Say
Can his
something.
head move or anything? Oh, yeah.
Move your head.
Look, who is the man? What baseball player?
Oh, he's a brewer.
Is he just any player?
Is your name Henry Aaron? Nod your head yes.
Is he?
It's Henry Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. And what is this on the other side of your stage? What is that over there?
Looks like 66 upside down.
No, I bet you Logan knows what that is.
That's a Wayne Gretzky doll.
Wayne and
He's a hockey player.
the boys and girls know Wayne Gretzky.
They
Bobby?
should.
And do some of them maybe have a doll like that?
Probably so. And there's probably some in Memphis here somewhere. Sure, somebody's got them.
Wayne Gretzky doll, and that's your collection.
Well, this actually
That
belongs
belongs
to
to
Bobby.
Bob.
That's mine.
That's yours, Bob.
Bob, can I ask you a personal question?
Uh-huh.
Do you sleep with that doll at night?
No, I usually leave that in the closet.
I think a Wayne Gretzky doll might be kind of dangerous to sleep with. I think hockey's kind of a wild game.
I got stuck with a hockey stick.
Oh, my goodness.
What's this ice skates you got to worry about?
Ice skate. That's right. Well, now look at all this stuff. Do you see this, Roscoe? Who wants to tell us about some things? Let's start with something. Let's start with, I would like to start with all the baseballs.
Well, Bob.
Okay. Well, I've been collecting autographs for a long time, and there's a lot of baseballs here I've got signed. This is just a few of the ones I have. But mainly, I like to get them in person.
Okay.
And this one I have right here is from the Olympic team from 1987 that plays right here in Millington, right outside the city of Memphis.
Oh.
And it's got all the players on it. There's Chris Carpenter, he plays for the Cardinals now. There's Jim Abbott and Ty Griffin, and Frank Thomas. There's a whole lot of players on here.
Somebody's getting beeped right here on television.
If it's my doctor, to tell him I'll be right there.
Listen, Bob, did the boys and girls know, do all the boys and girls in Memphis that we're talking to now realize that it's an Olympic baseball team in Millington?
Probably not. There's not a lot of people that's been going to the games, but they really should, because if you're going to start autograph collecting, that's the best place to get them, because they haven't made the major leagues yet. But if they're on the Olympic team, more than likely they're going to.
But if they're on an Olympic team, that means they're not playing for money.
Right.
Right.
So they're still amateurs, and they're going to go to the Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
And they've come here to Millington to practice.
Right. Millington is the headquarters for the USA Baseball, and they have been there since 1984 and have a contract for a long time. They'll be playing there a long time. They play every summer.
So they'll practice for their baseball games in Barcelona?
Excuse me?
He's
They'll
making
practice for
a
their
joke.
baseball game in Barcelona?
He's doing a tongue twister like he can't say all those B's. Baseball
Barcelona.
in
Spain, Bobby, Spain.
Barcelona.
That's where the Olympics are.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
They'll be playing there.
They'll be playing there in Barcelona.
They practice here in Memphis.
That's a far cry.
Yeah, we were lucky to have the Olympic team here.
So you've got you've collected early. Some people you know are going to become very famous baseball players.
Right. That's a good way to get it, because we had the Memphis Chicks in town. This is a 1979 Memphis Chicks baseball signed by all the members of the team. And it has Tim Raines and Bill Gullickson, Charlie Lay, Dave Hostetler. There's a lot of players that made the major leagues from this team.
That was a great team.
It was a real good team that year.
They didn't actually win the championship that year, though, right?
No.
Right.
They lost to Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
who had Willie
we won't
McGee.
talk about Nashville.
Okay. Sorry. Bye, Nashville.
Let's just talk about the Chicks.
Hey, Bob.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Bob.
oh.
Okay, Bob.
Oh, what?
Go ahead. You got Bob. Talk Bob.
What's the most famous autograph you have?
It's hard to say. I have Mickey Mantle. I have George Bush up here. This is a card I got signed last year by George Bush when he was still vice president.
Where'd that come from?
He was on Mud Island campaigning to be president,
Yeah.
and I got this card signed when he was there.
See, people don't think ahead about things like that, collectors. Or maybe collectors do think ahead. I don't think ahead. And what else is here? You had a golf star sign a golf ball.
Right. I have 2 signed golf balls right here. This one is signed by Payne Stewart. A lot of people know him that know golf. And I also have an old-timer, Gary Player.
Yeah.
And Roscoe, you've heard of him, huh?
I used to watch him on TV.
Roscoe's pretty old.
He's on the senior circuit, Bobby. You know, something that... Never mind, Bobby.
Roscoe and I both know the senior circuit. What about the Tide? Why do you have the soap powder and cereal here?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that. There's actually more to collecting than just baseball cards. There's all kinds of sports. You know, you've got hockey, basketball, bowling. There's even racing, and I'm a big racing fan. Stacey and I both are. And Tide last year had the Tide racing car on the Tide box, and we collected that. It's a limited edition. It's a collector's box, and there weren't very many of them made.
So you really have to think about that, don't you?
Right.
You have to think ahead.
And you got to know when it comes out, and that's kind of tough. A lot of times you hear it, through word of mouth from other collectors that they've seen this in so-and-so place, and you run out and try to get one yourself.
But a number of people will buy the product and use it and not even think of
And they'll throw it away.
They never think about it.
That's what happened to a lot of the old baseball cards were the same way. Just got thrown away.
They had bubble gum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now they're worth, some of them are worth what?
Thousands of dollars.
You mean
that,
those
Roscoe?
10 Babe Ruth baseball cards that I threw away?
The ones you ate.
Oh, God. Give me a
He was
doctor,
supposed to be
Bobby.
chewing gum. What about in the cereal box? What was it?
Well, that's this year. It's I don't think it's out anymore, but this is from the world champion Cincinnati Reds from this year. And Wheaties put out a box to commemorate them winning the World Series.
Do you mind if I boo?
That's not his team.
I'm a big Cincinnati Reds fan. Don't boo.
Okay. You're bigger. You're bigger. Mike makes right.
But see, there's all kinds of places. See, like, looks like the grocery store is a good place to go to find things like this.
One thing you have to watch too is an item may be regional, meaning that it only appears in a certain area of the country. Because we couldn't find the Wheaties boxes here, but Logan's mother was able to get them for us in Louisville, Kentucky, because it's closer to Cincinnati.
Hey, Stacey. One question. You said that's actually Wally Backman's shirt.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come by it?
Logan bought it for me at a card show,
At a
baseball
card
card show.
You go around the country to card shows?
We do mostly in Memphis and in
Regional.
Nashville, the local ones.
You're doing something right now with boys and girls and maybe and grown-ups too at Bartlett Library, aren't you?
Yeah, we're trying. Bobby and I both here. We're trying to form what we're calling the Memphis Sports Collectors Club,
Okay.
and it's for people who are interested in not just baseball cards, but as you can see, other forms of memorabilia like this. And it's for people, everybody who shares a common interest. And we're trying
Of any age.
of any age, doesn't matter who you are, as long as you collect sports memorabilia, that's all it takes.
Well, you know, boys and girls love to collect things. They do, and almost every young person you see, I bet everybody watching this show right now has a collection.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they would enjoy coming out there and meeting with you and maybe joining your group. You don't care that they're younger?
No, in fact, I like little kids. They're more fun.
See
Me
there?
too.
So where do you meet? Bartlett Library, right? What night?
It's on the
First
first
one
Monday of every month at 7 p.m.
in the Bartlett Library meeting room.
7 p.m., Bartlett Library, in the meeting room, and that's out in Bartlett, of course. 6382 Stage Road.
What?
Yes. Now, if somebody wants to call you about collecting, ask you questions, or ask you about this club, they can call you at this number, 386-8462.
5-2.
What's that number?
52. I can't read my own right. 386-684-52 after 6 o'clock.
Right.
Right.
Did you hear that, boys and girls? Bartlett Library, first Mondays,
First Mondays.
7 o'clock, memorabilia, sports memorabilia,
Baseball
sports
cards.
collecting,
everything.
any kind of collecting you want to do. And if you have any questions, you can call this number that I just gave you, 386-8452, after 6 o'clock.
One of the primary focuses of the club, too, is going to be on trading. Not necessarily buying from one another, but if you have extras of something you have and want to trade for something that you don't have, you can bring your stuff to the club so they can set up certain trading times and you can trade for what you would like.
When Roscoe wanted me to do something with him about trading, I don't know what it was. What is it, Roscoe?
Bobby,
Yes.
I have to confess, I like that beaver you have on your hand.
Yeah, you can't have this beaver. No,
Wait a
no,
minute,
no.
wait a minute.
I love this beaver.
Wait a minute, Bobby. How much do you love that big beaver?
A lot, a whole lot.
As much as a raccoon?
No, I like raccoons
Well,
too.
okay, look. See this right here?
Yeah,
See that?
yeah.
Here,
You want to swap with me?
take that. Look.
Well, I already have a beaver at home, and I don't have a raccoon, so maybe that's a good idea. I can swap this raccoon for that beaver.
Yeah. Give me that beaver.
All right?
Here.
Here you go. And give me the raccoon.
Bobby, you know I don't have any arms.
He doesn't have any arms, but I do, so I can use puppet. What are you going to do with the beaver?
Eat him?
I was going to say, give it to him, man.
What do you think I was going to do?
Well, I don't know.
Either that or I'm going to eat some Wheaties.
They look good, don't they? Well, let's look at some more of these things, boys and girls.
There's Bo Jackson.
What about the Cokes?
Well, once again, that's a regional type thing. In certain parts of the country, Coke or whoever will make commemorative bottles to commemorate a certain event or something that's happening or something like that. And some of these here, like this is from the 1984 Olympics. It's an Olympic bottle. And that's to commemorate the 1984 games in Los Angeles. And we've also got some here, was this the 25th anniversary of the Dallas Cowboys. It was their 25th year, so they made a bottle for that.
This year?
84.
84?
84 or 85. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
See, well, you can
It's
always,
on the bottle.
you know the great thing about this, it not only brings back your memories of where or what's happened, even if you weren't there. It not only does that, but everybody else's, and then you might think it's real common, but in the end, you might have something nobody else has. I think of all the things I've had in my life, I just thought everybody had, and then it ends up it's very valuable.
You threw away 20 Babe Ruth baseball cards.
I probably did. And bunches of really good marbles, and all kinds of funny books, and all kinds of things, and dolls. Well, who is that catcher over there?
This is an old plastic statue of Yogi Berra. It was issued, it's called the Heartland statue. They were issued back in early 1950s. And this one's worth about $125, but I had a friend whose grandfather's garage we were cleaning out, and I saw it, and he let me have it. So you never know what you're going to come across.
It's never over till it's over.
That's right. Never know till it's over.
What
It's one of
about the
Yogiisms.
RC can?
This is something that was issued about 13 years ago. I believe it was 1977. It's a Johnny Bench RC can, and they had a complete set of 70 different cans at that time of stars of the day.
Did you collect them all?
I've got boxes of these things.
Is there soda in there?
No, see?
Oh.
It's gone.
Do you advise eliminating the liquid in something like this if you can do it?
In
Well-
the cans, yes, because sometimes the cans, the
Swell,
they can
Coke will
puncture.
eat through. Well, the acid in the Coke will eat through a can after several years.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
He's been drinking
So
out
you
of those
should
old
take
cans.
the bottles, I'd leave the Coke in the bottles.
Yeah, they're more valuable left unopened.
You mean, like even that box of soap right there is more valuable?
Right. See, this is still got all the detergent in it, and as well as the Wheaties. Still has all the
And they'll
Wheaties
never
in it.
be
But the
open.
Wheaties will come out of the box after a while because if you get the bugs in it. I wouldn't leave
You wouldn't leave the
I wouldn't
Wheaties.
leave food in a box, no.
But you wouldn't cut it up in the box either? No, I've got something on the back too.
Right, just carefully open it up and take the food out, and then you can either glue the box back or
You might stuff it with some kind of paper, maybe clean
right.
paper.
So, let me see. You're saying that when you buy something like that, it's better to keep it new, sealed,
Right.
not to like play with it and then put it back in the box.
Right. That way it keeps it in better condition.
And the better
It-
condition?
It's better condition. The more valuable it is to people, They will pay more. They will appreciate it better. It looks better.
Looks good.
What is the car over there, the red with the red top? Is that a car?
Yeah, it sure is. Once again, that's something that I collect. It's a Bill Elliott car. He's a very popular race car driver.
Fastest man
And
alive?
Yes,
Yes.
correct. And it's got a car and a card as well. Him.
Zoom.
That you can get. And once again, this is one of those things that
Do you see that, boys and girls? Can't you buy those just in a toy store?
right. In fact, that's where I got this. I got this one at Target.
And who would dream? I mean, that it would be valuable.
You just never
Someday
know.
you think it might be valuable.
Auto racing right now is one of the fastest growing sports.
But I bet you one thing. I bet you shouldn't collect something just maybe sometimes because you think it's going to be valuable. But the better thing is what interests you, isn't it?
That's right.
That's why I collect auto racing stuff. I absolutely am in love with it.
You want to be an auto racer?
I'm too old now. If I had started 15 years ago, I might could be.
You don't look too old.
Some of them look old, but you mean
They're my age now. The ones these guys right here are my age now.
and they've been doing it a long time.
Yes.
Paul Newman hadn't been doing it a long time though.
No. He
But
gets out there with the best of them.
Yeah. What is that stick? It looks like a tongue depressor there. Big League.
This is another one of those regional issues because it's an ice cream bar that came out, and it's called Big League, and they had a little bat. The ice cream stick was in the shape of a bat. This one has an autograph of Ken Griffey Jr. on it,
Ooh.
and And it came with ice cream, so I had to eat the ice cream off of it.
In case some of the boys do not know who that is, tell them who it is.
Ken Griffey Jr. Plays for the Seattle Mariners. He was just in Memphis last week. Was it last weekend or weekend
They
before?
probably
Before
know
last.
it.
Week before last, he was in Memphis.
I'm sure most kids know him.
Yes. They even
Yeah, they should.
got a candy bar in Seattle that you can buy that has
Oh,
his picture
look
on
at that. Candy
it.
bar.
He's very popular right now.
And the chocolate is in shape of a baseball card, but you leave it in that condition, it's more valuable like that.
Right. You see, I've left
But
it.
it's chocolate. Will it keep?
It should keep. I keep it in a plastic container, so it should.
What
keep.
about that jerky stuff?
Jerky.
Jerky.
Oh, this is something else that you can buy. It's got a. If I can get it open, it's got a baseball card disc inside of here of a player, which we will see who.
Compact disc?
Yeah, right.
It's a little
That's
compact
chewing
disc.
tobacco.
No, it's beef jerky. It's kind of strange
Oh.
looking, but it's
Shredded beef jerky.
shredded beef jerky. You open it up and you eat the jerky, and then you get the card out of it.
What's it taste like?
Put the
Let's dump this stuff in here.
You're not going to taste it.
Why don't you all dump it over
And we
here?
got Mike Scott of the Astros.
Mike Scott. He
Mhm.
scuffs the ball.
See, that's what. Yes, he does. And see, that's what the card looks like that was inside. This is a product that you can buy at the grocery store. And once again, it's got a card in it.
That's a round one.
It's a disc. They call them discs.
Discs.
Mhm.
Compact discs.
Well, I guess they are compact in a way.
Then I see matches, book matches.
And those are some matches I've had friends give me because I didn't go to these restaurants. But these are two players who have restaurants, and the one in my left hand is from Mickey Mantle's restaurant, and the one in my right hand is from Pete Rose's restaurant, which is closed now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and you know, a lot of kids used to, maybe it's not too safe, but a lot of kids used to collect matchbook covers.
There are people that collect matchbook covers. They collect non-sports things and sports.
It's amazing.
So
It's
there's a lot of
amazing.
crossover things like
Yeah.
that. And there's also people that collect the Coke bottles, and that's all they collect. But it kind of crosses over into what we do, so we kind of collect those as well.
Who is this figure? Looks like
Bo Jackson?
yes. Is he playing football?
Uh-huh.
But he also plays baseball.
Right. He plays in two sports. He plays in baseball and in football. And Kenner has what they call starting lineups, which they're statues or plastic statues of players, and they're also issued with cards as well in the package.
Ooh. Baseball and football.
And where do you buy things like that?
Any toy store
Toy store.
And
has
this is
starting
a-
lineups.
And this is a baseball, a Michael Jordan baseball.
Basketball.
Michael
Basketball,
Jordan
excuse
is oh yes. Let everybody see Michael Jordan. I go to schools a lot, and kids always talk about. Let's see him again up here. Let them see it. Oh yeah.
on that one, he's playing with Isaiah Thomas.
That's a real good one.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Do most of them come, those basketball ones comes instead of twos?
Now, the basketball ones come in both sets of one and sets of two. They have the ones like the Bo Jacksons, and they also had those that they call one-on-ones.
I want the boys and girls to know that the library has a lot of books on collecting, because we know that boys and girls love to collect. And all I have with me is a book on collecting baseball cards, which is very new and has a lot of information. And here's another one on baseball cards. And on the back of this one, it has some pictures of baseball cards. Sandy Koufax, Mickey Mantle.
Card collecting explained.
Yes. Lots of information on all kinds of collecting. But of course, if you go to this meeting that it's going to be at Bartlett on first Mondays at 7 o'clock, but you'll get a whole lot more information. You're going to be having a baseball card show too, right?
We're in the process of getting that going. That's several months away.
You
But
think
there
that-
is a baseball card show February 2nd and 3rd.
Where do they
Well,
have those?
They're at different locations. I don't think the location has been set for this show, but Jose Canseco will be there signing autographs
Oh, and you-
for a fee.
For for a fee,
You
or
have
boys
to
and
pay
girls.
for these autographs.
$25.
Sometimes you have to pay for the autograph.
That's right.
Is there any? We just have a few more minutes. Is there anything else you would like to show that we haven't shown the boys and girls would love?
I have a couple of cards here of people they would know, or they might know. Here's a basketball card of Larry Finch.
Oh yeah.
When he's played. This is
Larry Finch.
Da-dun,
That's the
da-dun.
only card he's ever played.
Da-dun,
That's the only one he
da-dun.
ever had.
That's
and I
his
also
only
have,
card.
Larry Keenan, who played with Larry Finch on the same team.
Right here in Memphis.
Yeah.
Right in Memphis. Larry Keenan played for New York, but Larry Finch played for a Memphis team.
Have you got anything else?
What
One
about
more.
these?
Those are some cards I picked up from somebody. They're Japanese baseball cards.
Japanese.
Baseball is a worldwide sport.
Oh yes, it is, and
If I
I
can
know
get
it's
this box open.
really popular in Japan.
This is a little game,
Uh-oh.
and they have cards of Japanese players, and all the writing on it is in Japanese and everything. It's real neat.
Sarahuro. Oh.
I'm sure he's. I don't know if he'd be in there or not. He's
Who?
retired.
No, he's not in here, but Bill Madlock's in here. He played in American baseball at one
He
time.
played for the Cubs.
Would Cecil Fielder be in there?
Cecil Fielder's not in this set, no. But he would. There's probably a set somewhere that has Cecil Fielder.
Well,
You know what?
Well-
I was in a store the other day, and that store was selling baseball jerseys like the kind that you've got, except they were Japanese baseball jerseys.
see, baseball is just worldwide. Hey, we're going to have to go in just 1 second, but I really did enjoy all of you being here today, and I know the boys and girls enjoyed it too. I hope you do come back to see us sometime. I would like to tell the boys and girls that if they will go to their library and leave their name and their telephone number and tell the librarian or anybody there that they would like to be on Kids Time on Channel 9, that we will get the message, Roscoe and I will, and we will call you back and make an appointment for you to come be on the show with us. So all you have to do is go to your library. Go to your library wherever you go, any library, all over the city. Tell somebody there you would like to be on Kids Time on Channel 9 and leave your name and number, and I will call you. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
We're out.